Okay. They can't hear me.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I can!
Hey,
Yeah!
it is the Handyman here with Initiative Coffee Company, and this week's episode
Let's try.
of In the Red, featuring, well, I guess not featuring, one of our noble adventurers. She has far too much to do tonight to play games. Last time on In the Red, our heroes left town, which was impressive.
Holy Mobo! Hey,
Oh,
hey.
that's 5.
Wow,
Thank you
two
so
people
much
are
for the
fine.
sub bomb!
Whatever your name is.
Yes, Hikari Hero.
Hey,
I love
hey!
how
Thanks,
both-
NX the Fox, for subscribing to the channel.
Wow, you did it.
Oh,
Proud of
oh no!
Proud of
I
you.
don't know what
Well,
you
here,
guys
how
do.
about
Now we
this?
have to wait for
Someone-
this chime to go off 5 times.
DM me
It's
on the
true.
side. I'll give you my login credentials, and you can be me and log into the channel for a month and pretend that you're.
Oh goodness.
Hey, it's me. It's NX.
Trust me, totally.
I do
NX,
not sound
lying
like-
at all. Anyway, last time on In the Red, our heroes left town. They left Winds Hollow and didn't look back. It only took 51 episodes, but they've left the starter
It was 50
town.
episodes.
That's exciting. So that's great. They wrapped up some stuff.
We
Took
should
a
reminisce
couple
of
of
Can I-
wagons and some
Can
pack
I be in
animals.
charge? Because I got some circus stuff I have to go do. I have to go to the big top and just check that
Absolutely
out for like
not. Spit, you're
9
in
or
charge
10 more
today.
months.
I'm in charge today! Wow!
Wait, can we spend
Back
two
to Winds Hollow we
Yeah.
go!
Can we spend 2 episodes just reminiscing about what we did in there for the last 50 episodes? Can we
I
do
don't
that? Is that cool?
No, you can do that on the YouTube. You can just go watch
It's
YouTube.
true. Yep.
Or
We can even have like character comment conversations and everything.
like,
So,
wow, that
well-
was fun.
While they're spending the 2 episodes do that, can I go talk with Torg and get this gun made?
We are.
Yeah, you guys were on your way west
In that direction, yeah.
I don't know if you were headed down to
think we
Torg
were.
or if you were headed to the once was meadery.
I think it was supposed to be on the way.
Oh, is that the
Meadery?
name? Is that the name of the meadery?
No.
Is
It
once
used
was?
to be a meadery. You don't know what's there now because you haven't.
That would actually be a
explored
cool name for a meadery. Once
That would
was.
be a pretty cool name.
it. That's what its name is now. The once was meadery. There you go.
Because yeah, I thought we
In this
were.
episode, can we please go back to Winds Hollow?
No.
Right?
No.
No,
Spit,
no, we're too far.
Are you headed to the meadery or to Greenhall to meet up with Torg?
We're gonna go over towards Greenhall to be able to meet up with Torg. We of course wave by to Kiv and clamor and wish them the best of luck with their burgeoning town of reformed bandits, and hope that a giant dragon doesn't come and eat them.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed, indeed. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and head on over to Greenhall. I assume Coop is with us as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just not feeling well today.
Yeah, exactly. He won't be particularly talkative, but I figure us visiting this place could be something pretty significant and incredible that maybe at different points of time, he might want to say things. And everyone's welcome to say those things along. Otherwise, it'll be me, and we know what happens when that happens.
Ooh, good question.
Yeah.
Hey, Spit. Oh, this is kind of a running tradition. What does Cooper sound like to you?
I mean,
You can come back. I can come back to you for that.
yeah,
if
well,
you want.
yeah,
All
like
right,
I'm not in the, yeah, it's got,
You're not in
it's
the
a
zone yet.
headspace.
All right,
We know it's a
yeah.
headspace, yeah.
Okay.
And we also want to be able to stop by and talk with the sheep along the way,
Sure.
since we don't know what the
Yeah.
state of their flock is and how it may have potentially propagated and might need to also relocate some folks along the way, and so I want to check in on that too.
Okay. Fine. It does not. It takes about a day to get to Green
Yeah.
Hall from where you left off.
Mhm.
You recognize the kind of farmstead that the sheep are largely running at this point. They are managing to shear themselves on rocks and whatnot. You see these big, like, tufts of wool periodically throughout. They don't appear to be cleaning up after themselves, but you know, they're sheep. And you head into town, and number one looks at you and he says, yeah, it's you guys. Hey,
Yeah. Hey there. Hope that you guys have been good. How's the flock?
doing well, doing well. We've got 61 now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Is it named 61 or is it like 61 prime or now is it 68
What?
or well, I mean,
Spit, you don't want to, because they're going to name all of them like 4, except like 4, 1, 4, 2. It's going to be very confusing.
I mean, version control's important. So
Do we need to invent Git for?
What data management nonsense are you trying to get?
Well, because 61 through 67 are over in Winds Hollow right now, and I mean, now that there's another 61, I was just curious.
I mean, like 61 through 67 are no longer part of this flag. They
So
Splinter
it's a
Flag.
new 61 through
This is
67.
the new 61.
We should have told them they're 1 through 7 now.
Well, they're not awakened, so they probably wouldn't have understood.
Not yet.
Wouldn't have understood yet, or not awakened yet.
Yes to both, I guess? We've seen some pretty incredible stuff.
I believe you. 'Cause
Yeah.
we're great.
Miraculous too.
Yeah.
Spit, I can awaken animals now. It only works for 30 days or until we hurt it. But I can awaken more. We can just awaken them all.
Wait, what?
I have the awaken spell now. It's a 5th level spell.
That's
Isn't
kind
that-
of what I was
That
getting
only
to.
lasts 30 days? I thought it was a
I think
permanent
it-
spell.
Awaken beast.
No,
Oh, I can
I
awaken
think
a
you can
plant.
double. I think you can double cast it. It becomes a permanent thing or something like that. Or no, that's Temple of the Gods, where you just keep on casting it until it just becomes
Sanctuary,
permanent.
yeah.
Yeah, it just becomes a permanent fixture.
But what NX was saying was exactly what I was
Oh,
meaning
oh,
by
wait.
we know we've encountered some incredible things.
Brian, you can totally make that addendum
Yeah,
here.
no, when you awaken things, they're just awakened.
Yeah,
It's not a
100%.
30-day nonsense. They just become
Okay.
awakened.
And then you deal with the
And you
ramifications.
deal with the consequences of intelligent sheep or whatever.
Sheep.
Well,
Yeah.
in that case, I can awaken 2 animals per day. So let's go.
Wait, didn't they also have like some sort of like against like why they didn't? They're like they're acknowledging their existence as smarter beings than the rest of the flock.
Yeah, we're smarter
Yeah.
than the rest. That's why we're talking to you.
The best. If it's not. for
Would
the
it make
rest,
your
it's
lives
the best.
easier if more of them were like you?
No.
Okay. How's Torg and
Otherwise,
Pennywise? I was gonna call him Pennywhistle, and he wouldn't have enjoyed that.
They're hammering away, so they're probably doing fine.
Okay,
They
well
don't really
that's
come up
good.
here, so I don't know.
Better than no hammer. So that's actually what I kind of wanted to check in. So we're gonna go ahead and visit them. The other thing that I wanted to ask, especially as you've been grazing around and whatnot, have you noticed any tunnels that are not related to kind of what Pennywise and Torg were involved with?
Wait, was it Pennywise or Pennyworth?
It's definitely
Worth.
Pennyworth. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys!
Pennywise is the clown.
The clown sitting underneath
Yeah,
like.
it's not a
"Hey."
clown demon. He says, no, I don't. I mean, we don't really do tunnels. So I don't know.
Well, like, I mean, when you like put your face to the ground, you don't go, oh, there's like It feels hollowish underneath.
We're not like dwarves. We're sheep. We can't like.
Understood, but we weren't sure
You
if
weren't
you might
sure
have.
if we were dwarven sheep.
No, we weren't sure if you might have encountered things that may be dwarven in creation. So
I mean, we can't. We don't have like a preternatural sense of like hollows in the middle of the earth or whatnot. We don't.
I
It's
didn't know you
quite
guys were saying you're
impressive.
pretty awesome.
I mean, all right. I guess like you could go around and tell people about their limitations, or you could just be cool about it and be like, "Oh, it's cool. You're talking sheep."
Yeah, no, I think this is cool. I just wanted to know if you happen to have any intel.
No.
So, yeah.
Can we talk about the fact that they are very aware of the different races out there? And,
I mean, I'm
like,
sure they've seen a lot pass by.
But like the imagination. Oh, have you guys seen a dwarf that was kind of shambling about at
No.
random
No.
parts and times? No. Oh, okay.
That's you're gonna spawn it. Don't.
Have you seen
it's
any
dead.
dragons flying overhead recently?
We usually look down. That's where the grass is.
Okay, cool. I'm going to start heading towards Greenhall. and
Yeah.
go back that way.
The
I
one
mean,
last question.
you're in the town above, like the town
Yeah.
of Greenhall.
The one question I did have was, when we were really far away, when we first found Greenhall, or not found, I guess like relocated it, could we hear the enormous clangs that were happening against it? Okay, so it was still there.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to verify.
Great. Now, thank you guys so much. I have one last question, and I grab Enix by the thighs because I guess that's what I can reach, and just spin him around. And I'm like, "Do you guys
Weird.
recognize this?" And I point at his spear.
No.
Okay.
Have you seen a bugbear named Gene?
No.
Cool.
And I totally didn't in character refer to my own notes in the middle of the sentence.
Named.
Check
Gene.
notes. Yes. Awesome. All right. Well, you guys sound like you're living your best lives. So continue on. We're so glad that you're still okay.
We're glad we're still okay too.
All right. Bye.
See ya.
All right. And now we head over to Greenhall.
Okay. You're going in the front, I assume?
I mean, we know about the pit now, right?
I mean, maybe.
I don't like this game. I got things to do tonight, guys.
So prior to entering the building, I'd like to go and inspect it to see if anything in the exterior has changed significantly. Namely, are there any traps near or around the door?
No.
Okay.
I mean, no, everything looks the same as it did
Awesome.
when there was a pit there before.
Great. So I would like to propose that we go in and perform similar actions to go and gain access to the basement, which led us over to the pit, and go and pay a visit to Tord.
Is there a spell in D&D that lets me paint like cartoon angry eyebrows on my face when I approach the pit and just like glare at it and be mad at this pit?
Well, it's a magical
Probably
item.
prestidigitation.
I was gonna say it's a more permanent magic item. It's the Nulfler's pots of whatever.
Oh, pop
Have we invented magic
yeah, the pots of
markers?
paint. Can we
Just
we
like-
just have that just for eyebrows?
Right?
Yes.
Just grumpy eyebrows.
It's a really
Um,
aggressively like almost like fat permanent marker.
Right, like
eyebrows.
that gif of like the corgi that just had the construction paper taped to his head. It was
Yeah,
just like
that's-
oof.
I would like to use my magic item. What is it? Angry eyebrows.
I'd like to use my magic item, Mr. Grumpy Pants.
I mean, I imagine that may give you like at least a +1 to intimidation checks. I mean,
Yes, you guys, you know about the secret way in.
yeah.
It's in the tavern, behind the like the pressure.
The bar
system.
area. Hmm.
So you can bypass the terrible illusion trap that you would still encounter were you to go that way.
But we know about it.
So you get advantage on the save, but like
It's the wrong
it's
side.
still there.
Oh, okay.
We just throw our rope, our 10 now 130 feet of rope.
Yeah, you're a very confusing rope.
It's true.
You head down and it's almost startling as you go down, and at the entrance to Torg's lab, Pennyworth is standing there, arms crossed, livid, as you enter.
So nothing's changed.
No, he's angrier at us.
So
Because we said we were going to move stuff away from Greenhall.
We
and we haven't.
did.
You
regularly was the
promised
promise.
me
Yes.
that you would move these things
We have a cart. We have
out of this lab, and you have
Well-
not made any additional trips.
Yeah, but we went to the carnival for like
I
a
don't
year.
care about carnivals.
We dealt with the problem that was in the forest that was threatening the entire existence of everything. So
Oh, I guess that
Sorry.
checks out.
yeah.
Are you
But
taking
sorry.
some of this crap with you?
Yes.
I feel like I start looking through it like, like jokingly,
No!
jokingly. I like, and then I go, yeah, we'll take some of it.
All right.
He's
Um,
joking. He's joking. Yes.
From over his shoulder, you see Torg is wearing like welding goggles, and he says, "Hey, you guys! It's so good to see you again. What have you brought to do things with?"
We brought a person that we want to introduce you to.
Oh, that's great. Who?
This guy over here. And like I point over Coop, and Coop goes, "Hey."
He goes, "Oh, it's Coop. I know Coop." And Pennyworth gets out like a ledger, and he like starts paging through, and he goes, yes, Mr. Nettles. It's so good to see you again. Have you left your contracted position?" And Coop says, "Whoa, yeah." And Pennyworth says, "Oh, that's wonderful. This is your fault." He says, "Oh, that's
I just
wonderful."
imagine there's a clown with a balloon behind, like, oh yes, very good. Like,
Just some sort of planar demon standing behind him.
Oh no.
nothing's new here, honestly.
He says, "Oh, that's great to see. I was worried there were no more emerald blades, but it looks like they're coming back like you promised you'd bring them, and that's wonderful. I am very pleased."
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're really excited here. I know that we Pennyworth wants us to grab some other stuff. The scrolls that you were making.
Have you found them good homes?
Yes.
Yes,
That's great.
Yeah, in fact, there are some people. Actually, Enix, there were a couple of people who were really excited about some of your. Yeah, we found lots of good homes. Lots of
Great.
good homes. And we're actually really curious if, in addition to some of the stuff that you were making, if there were any more that we should be taking. And I, like, give Pennyworth, like, a big smile and thumbs up.
Well, if you're finding good places to take them, here's another 1,300 that you could
Oh!
take. There's just like piles of crap in here that is like vaguely magical sometimes.
Is there anything like? Okay, so a lot of it's metal sheets of him just like writing stuff. Like he's like, "Yep, that's it." Is there any lighter metal sheets so we don't have 1,300 items of just magical crap?
No, I mean they're all like.
It's just like rusted pieces of like iron.
It's
shoulders,
not even like it's not even like metal sheets. It's like he's pounded
Cauldrons.
coins out
Yeah.
flat
Yeah.
to like get enough space to write a scroll on. Like he's had pretty limited resources here. He's taken whatever metal he can find. Like
he's
to
refolding
clarify,
over the edges.
to
there's
clarify,
there's like a skillet that has a like scroll.
It's dangerous.
spell scribed into it. Yeah.
Can you, hey, Torg, you're very resourceful with all the different materials that you're using. Some of these we'll probably need to get in another run. I turn back over at Pennyworth with like a really worried look. But I do want to ask, like, were there any in particular that were made out of coins?
Yeah, here's the coin collection. And he points to like, it's just like a bin that has like a bunch of like different coins that have been hammered out flat. It looks like there's like lots of gold and silver, and then there's some like bluish ones that you're like, what is that?
Yeah, what is that?
He says, oh, that's Electrum. It's the only thing it's good for.
Yeah, it's. I hear that is all it's good for. Yeah.
But he's got. I mean, there's probably 30 or 35 flattened out coins that have scrolls scribed into them.
Out of the 1,300?
Yeah.
Okay.
Remind me here, are Torg and Pennyworth, are they motivated by profit at all?
Torg does not eat or sleep. He only crafts things because he's a robot.
Yes.
So
no care, only make.
He only is interested in crafting things. Pennyworth is a kobold, so he eats, but like doesn't see. Pennyworth is very focused on duty, because he is the the administrator of the Emerald Blades, and it has just been him and Torg for quite some time. So he is very pleased to see other people, but very frustrated that he does not feel enough of the crap has been removed from his home.
Okay, so I don't have to shush discussions of how much money we've made off these knockoff scrolls.
So,
No.
and is there like a clear, like, is it like in terms of vicinity to him? Is it like, what's the most recently made? He's like, that looks good, and like puts it right behind him. And it kind of gets pushed backwards. Is that what's
Quarter
happening?
machines in Vegas?
Yeah.
A little bit. I mean, there is
Can I
like
grab one of the newer ones, comparing it to one of the older ones?
And has he
That's
gotten
like
better?
further away. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it does look like he's doing better. It looks like the proper School of Magic's ink has been used and materials have been used, which seems to be what has been the large issue with the malfunctioning scrolls. But yeah, it looks like it's like a level 1 scroll of find treasure. I don't know.
Sure.
So like, if we want the wrong ones again, like by request, will he willingly make them?
Probably.
Like, if I want, for
Guiding
instance,
bolts.
mage hands.
Mage hands.
If I want 30
All the
necromantic
ones.
mage hands.
Mage hands and tongues. Just,
Yeah.
Just a thunderstorm of tongues. Yeah, he doesn't seem to have an issue with it.
So,
Um,
oh god.
And
I
then,
was-
go ahead.
I was gonna say, did he make anything out of all the quivers that I left him?
He did.
Oh, excellent.
He says, I went ahead and took care of this for you. Most of the time you can find arrows inside, but here. And he hands you a quiver. Just looks like a regular quiver, but it's got like a top, like a case.
Oh.
And he says, most of the time the arrows will cooperate with you, but I don't know if you forget to be nice to them, they might hold out a little bit. We'll see.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad that you're able to get a lot of practice, and looks like you definitely have a lot of practice with other stuff. Can I have a quick Hamina moment with the guys really quick?
He says, yeah, I don't know what this Hamina moment means, but sure.
We just want to discuss how much of the stuff that we can take and what we might be able to oh man, Jake.
Distribute it.
Yeah. So I like bring everyone together in the circle, and then out from like the center of the circle, from the ground, which is not far from my face, I see like dust appear to like collect and form, and then rapidly expand,
Yeah.
throwing all of us out from the circle. Right?
Yeah, so
is that
the
what
dust like
happens?
starts to coalesce and like kind of fills the room. And then like above a pile of like metal debris that has been repurposed, you see your favorite phantom horse appear and just like flail about as he like just plummets into this pile of metal, and debris just explodes out of this pile. There's just like dozens of just hunks of metal scattered throughout the room. A couple of them like fall, like bounce into the forge, and you can see them start to melt. And as they melt, you notice like arcane energies start to pop from them because they're being destroyed, not used.
Right.
And so this arcane energy starts to pop, and then it just like explodes out of the forge. I need everybody to make strength saving throws.
Strength! We haven't needed to do that in forever!
I'm about all of this.
I don't even want to get the die out. I just
all
want to
of
tell you I
this.
failed it.
I reroll one.
I reroll ones.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
22.
The lowest number you could get on a roll modified is a 1, right?
No, you can get negative numbers.
Yeah.
It's a skill check. Well, on a
You
save.
have 0.
13.
You have 0, don't you?
Spit rolled a 0, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
13 team.
I'll be very clear here. No regrets.
Yeah.
So this like purple wave of arcane energy erupts from the forge. Spit, it collides with you and just like hurls you into a wall, and you need to make a con save.
That's not hard. You weigh like 2 pounds.
Wait,
Right.
how
Yeah,
high up
it's
did
true.
he? How high up did he fly?
It's laterally.
It's lateral, yeah.
Okay.
Probably better if it was not.
I don't know. 14.
You manage to hold on to consciousness, but just barely. As like you smack your head against this stone wall, and you start to like fade, and you're like, "Oh no, I'm in charge tonight. I
Yeah.
can't fall unconscious here."
Can I retroactively cast a grasping vine that reaches out and grabs him before he hits the wall?
No.
I think it happens too fast.
Yeah, it's pretty abrupt.
I think I have to think about it for a minute anyway.
Oh,
Torque says, "Oh no! What?
oh no.
You gotta be careful with magic energies."
It's true. Oh, I look around. I'm like, I look for the horse. I'm like, is the horse okay?
No.
Oh. So I just see flowers everywhere.
Yeah, and it's like even more diffuse than it normally is. Clearly, like this blast wave got the horse as well. It looks less problematic because it's so well spread out throughout the room. It's just like a couple of wildflowers here and there instead of a horse's volume of wildflowers in one space.
All right.
Did that clear out
ugh.
some of the debris, though?
Hmm?
Did that clear out some of the debris,
I mean,
though?
it moved it, but it's
Yes!
still there.
Oh.
I was I shake my head and I'm like, well, I mean, after sometimes I'm all disoriented. After I was gonna chat with my buddies, I was gonna ask if you had some kind of organization system, but I guess, well, that's out the window now. And I mean, do you need help? Did things have their place where they needed to be? I like look over at Pennyworth. I'm like, did things have their place?
Torque says,
But they need-
"No, we just stack them up when we're done." And Pennyworth is like, "No, things had their place."
Okay. Well, let's I continue to shake my head. I'm like, let's grab definitely all the ones that were in the is the coin bin tipped over and all of its contents like scattered throughout too.
Mm-hmm.
Are those discernible from? I know the blue ones are,
Mm-hmm.
but are they relatively discernible from the other materials?
Yeah, I mean they're like foil thin rather than
Got
like
it.
just
Okay.
big hunks of like old armor, right? Like it's like there's like pauldrons and like greaves and gloves.
Oh,
that
like
are
it's
just,
literally.
yeah.
Mm.
Can we just start moving the stuff up to like the barn upstairs?
We can actually do that. That sounds like a good idea. And probably put it in a cage so no one can get into this shit.
We have a vault.
Yeah. In
Oh
the
my
forest.
God.
What a treasure to come upon in an ancient vault. We
The
Torrent
story written on the
garbage.
wall is going to be, "Look at this trash." It's literally just going to be the Macintosh trash icon
Yeah.
just on the wall.
You want this?
the story on the wall is just like, dear Lord.
It just says why.
Yeah, this was a
The
mistake.
letter Y question mark.
Yes.
You're here for what reason?
Ah.
I guess it's like hold on. You asked Dimitri about the quiver, and he
Mhm.
gave
Yeah.
you anything. Are you gonna ask about the gun before I ask about what I wanted?
All I like right now, I'm like with the gun. All I need is like a mechanism to create sparks to be able to launch things, or like, because if I give him like the stuff to start making guns, I don't know what he's going to produce.
Probably a bigger gun that
I need a
shoots
small gun.
confetti
You know,
and mage
No,
hand.
and a stick that
Brian,
says
there was a
bang.
moment
You
I
know-
saw in Brian's eyes. He's like, "Wait,
I would sacrifice a tube and a stock for that to
a
see if he
confetti
could make
gun."
to make a confetti gun.
Oh my god, I would
Oh.
invest in that too. Just
I
so you
would-
can
I
have more
would.
of them.
But no. Well, I've got 5 good tubes that I've cut down.
I would
to-
just keep putting more tubes into your like, hey, there's another tube, and it's just like, just so it can have dramatic effects.
It's a repeating confetti rifle.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Does Amazon make those? What is this?
Oh man.
Torg, I guess I'm looking for something. Maybe you can help me out with. Or
Probably.
I'm trying to become more, and I lean in, but I don't change the tone of my voice. It's like cleric-y.
I'm trying to become more cleric-y. He says, okay, what do you mean?
I'm just gonna put that into the chat. I'm looking for an amulet of the devout. It's from Tasha's. That would be wonderful. But I also understand that it might require some time, and if maybe some downtime, that might be something that could help declutter the area because you're working on something more specific.
Maybe.
And,
I mean, I could take a look and see what I could do, but
Yeah, whatever's in your recipe book.
I don't really have a lot of cleric-y stuff in the recipe book. There weren't really clerics around for a long time.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to turn a new leaf in this and helping out this organization grow and diversify.
Okay.
And I look at Pennyworth, got it, and I go,
Pennyworth
Like-
is like,
and I start picking up some of like the scrolls, and I try to read some of them. Like I am looking for Mage Hand specifically because I think it's hilarious.
okay.
Definitely some guiding bolts. What are some of the other ones? I definitely wrote them down, but like
Tongues.
Tongues.
is a good one. Arcane Gate.
Arcane Gate.
Oh, Gate,
Yeah.
definitely Arcane Gate.
And some of the other ones that we don't know about too.
Yeah.
And was a thing that I did put in the questions document. So
Was there a flavor of the month this month or last week?
no, it's just a random idea that I have. We're gonna go ahead and
Oh,
collect
sure.
a whole bunch of unmarked ones as well.
If they don't have the writing on them, they are not currently scrolls. Like
You'll grab ones that have writing on them that we don't quite understand because Tor's
mysterious
handwriting.
writing. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, you really just want to pop off random spells, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Last
Yeah,
time.
actually, you know what? No, this is the kind of chaos I like. Let's do it.
This
Yes.
is actually what happened last time before getting just walloped by a dwarf. So I'm okay with this.
Yeah. He says, well, I think, there's plenty of those around, so take a look. I'll start working on this amulet of the devout, as you say. I don't really know what that is, but
I
I'll
don't either.
come up with something.
Is Pennyworth magically inclined?
He's magical at administration.
Well, I guess I'm asking more because I was gonna ask: does the bag have? I'm assuming we have the bag on us, or either on the cart.
Yeah,
I was gonna ask:
with you at all
does it have a direct location of where it's coming from on the receiving end?
Pennyworth
if he's
says, I don't have those kinds of skills, no.
Okay. Just wondering if maybe you could help us out, but it's all good.
No.
Have you seen something like this before? And I tell him like a little bit about I tell him about the properties, like it transports stuff across the continent.
He says, yes, the handyman used to have chests that did these kinds of things. The handyman, the leader of Hutchinson Trade Co. This used to be how he dealt with payroll across his wide commercial networks. I believe the Emerald Blades had something like this back before the whole Great War scenario.
I would like to look at Coop and ask, did you have ever had any interactions with this?
Nah.
No, man.
All right. Yeah, no, dude.
Pennyworth says, I mean, it's not terribly unfamiliar, but I lack the skills to trace the source, as it were.
Do you know anybody that would have those skills?
Well, I mean, Lear would have had those skills, assuredly. He is a powerful divine
Lear's
being,
gone.
but I've not seen him since the...
It's been a minute.
Well, yeah, since the fall of Bell, but perhaps he has some sort of records that could help you find him were you to investigate the great city. But I don't know where he could be.
Okay. Anything else we need from him, or from Turk or Pennyworth?
Oh, my fins perk up, and I go, "Oh, right, everyone, come in, really quick." So we've got this bag, and these are technically metals of a precious variety, and we can make a lot of this stuff disappear immediately. We know that the coin-based ones will work, but the other ones, I'm not so sure. But I'm also curious if we can somehow, Jake, I don't know who that is. Morty,
Hey,
you were
that's
able to
a
see a
name.
little bit of a difference, right? Can we send just, the bad things over to Eustace? I mean,
I'm
even
not gonna
those seem to...
send mage hands. That's once and for all certain. I am not sending a mage hand because I know next thing I know, both my hands are missing.
Ooh,
That's just-
valid.
That's just, and it
I
might
look
be
at my hands,
and
I'm
you- I
like,
look at
my
your
hands could
I'm
be
like-
missing.
And then I look at Enix's hands, I'm like, his hands could be, all of our hands actually could be missing except for Cooper's. But unless Cooper's magically inclined.
Coop's
somehow.
like, huh?
Yeah.
That
That could
helps.
also hurt all of us. But, however, Arcane Gates would be hilarious. He's like, what's this spell? Arcane, wham! And now he's got a permanent arcane gate in his right in his throne room. That would be hilarious. And then he's like, this can't be real. And he does it again, and there's another one.
Right. But the problem is that if they've gotten better, then there may actually be that, and we could put not just us but so many people at risk, which is why being able to assess the quality is really important. The other thing too is I wanted to help Pennyworth get rid of a volume of things, and I don't know if it's too much to try to sort through and get things that might be detrimental to us.
How much time do you
and
want
sort them.
to do you want to spend here? We can montage some time here if you want to sort through
Well,
crap.
I guess that's the question. Like, how? I mean, I'm assuming there was kind of like, oh, this sounds good, and then he's like back of a frying pan, and he's like, this is a thing now. But like, what kind of like? There was an organizational structure to some degree. It sounds like it was a very organized.
Pennyworth was sorting it.
Can he identify like, okay, so the ones that are here or like with certain telltale signs, were like, oh, these are definitely not the good quality ones.
Here's what I will say
imagine.
is if you guys want to take
A
a
day.
week
A week.
sort,
Jesus.
we can just like speed through a week of sorting, and you can troll Eustace Clodbottom to your heart's content, I guess.
And then the
Damn
Death Knight will
it!
show up
And
faster.
That guy is gonna be so mad when he sees this. He's like,
Well, yeah, let's. Oh no, it's Spit's decision. But while he's working on that, I can like talk with Torg and kind of describe what I'm looking for with the gun.
Sure.
Do you want
well.
to spend a couple
Oh yeah, that's
days?
important. Getting specs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to spend like a day or so doing this then, so we can like you can maybe give him better like ideas of what you want, and then I can also do that, but we can also help out a little bit, maybe not the full extent. I guess that comes down to Spit. What do you want to do?
I was gonna recommend let's spend the day here, helping to clean up and section off what it is that we'd want to take. I look over at Pennyworth. I'm like, I imagine that it might take a week to be able to sort through this, but based on kind of some of the things that we were encountering, we actually want to check out potential activity that's going on over at the once was area. And
The once was meadery.
yes,
Is that still there?
we don't know.
Huh.
But we've heard word that that gives us reason to be able to go there. You sound like you recognize it. Is there anything that we should take to there or bring back from there?
No, I just remember that they made very fine mead. That's
Yeah.
that's
So yeah, I mean, we will. We are very curious as well. And had wanted to be able to make our way there after a cozy stop here. So yeah, let's spend a day trying to sort through some things, and like we definitely want to see what's low quality, get that out of view to the extent that that makes sense, so that Torg has higher quality things to reference. And we promise that that we will continue on this trek. Just the world is continuing to throw things our way, and we're trying our best.
Yes, I suppose these are trying times for all of us. I excuse your delay, but please, let's work to get some of this clutter uncluttered as quickly as possible. Yes, I suppose that's all well and good. But you'll help me sort today, and Dimitri and Morty can have a conversation with Torg about their needs, and then we'll go from there.
Excellent.
Sounds good.
Somebody give me an investigation check.
Sure.
Hey Brian,
Mhm.
how far out is the service going from?
That's not the check I wanted to do. Someone else do it.
I'll do the investigation check.
I was gonna say, how far out does the service that we have
At
go
the civil
out?
service?
Yes.
They haven't come this far out yet because you haven't specifically told me you want them to.
Okay.
I would say that the bandits are better.
That is
To
the
go
civil
and-
servants.
Oh.
That's who I'm asking. I was gonna say what? I was gonna say, hey, I don't know. I know we're not near anybody, but I know we're kind of near the tower.
We're-
That's a backtrack.
We're
but-
near a flock of sheep that could deliver a message.
They're not going to deliver a message. Put a 16 on that investigation check.
Yeah, you spend the day sorting, and you start to like experiment with like just iron things, and notably because of the imbuement process, like everything is valuable, right? So anything you put in the sack that has the inscription on it goes through. Because it is all of pretty substantial value. I mean, like, everything is more than a gold. Because it's magic items. It's not good magic
Right.
items, but it is, like, magic items. So you put through... I assume you hold back the things that could be potentially dangerous for the universe.
Yeah.
But you put through a bunch of, like, low-level kind of nonsense things that look like they could be particularly aggravating. You end up getting,
Or fun.
I don't know, like 300 of these like random scraps of metal that have inscription on them through the thing, and about halfway through the day, from inside the sack you hear, "Oh man."
We somehow got the audio.
Yeah,
clip.
the message
We
came
got
through.
the one audio clip that exists.
You hear, "Oh man, tongues? That's too many tongues."
I like how this guy. I don't know. Maybe I'm just warming up to use Cloud Bottom, but the fact that he also was repulsed by it, I'm like, all right, he might not be a horrible dude, but he's a bad guy.
There's a shred of humanity in
There's
there.
still a shred of humanity left.
Tongues. Oh, it had to be
man.
tongues. Ugh.
I thought it was gonna be Arcade Gate. He's like, what am I supposed to do with this
Right.
gate? Like,
Exactly. It's so big in my home.
there's literally a gate in my hallway now. Like, oh man, I would have killed for that.
And
With
after we
tongues-
hear that, can we try and push one more piece through and see if it successfully goes through?
I mean, yeah, everything will go through.
Yeah, there's no
you-
restriction.
Can you send a mage hand through the bag?
No,
Ew.
that's not.
No,
that's
no,
not
that's
It's not
magically-
metal. It's not metal.
It's not magically.
Wrap a mage hand in metal, just like
Put the mage hand in one of the scrolls that's made out of a gauntlet.
yeah,
Ew.
yeah. Where is he sourcing this material at this point? Like, he's got so much that we like. Is there? I hate looking at Pennyworth and going like, do you guys need more material? I know he's going like, I'm trying to get rid of it,
Mhm.
but like I look and like pick up like a shoulder like gauntlet piece.
Just a pauldron.
and I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, like do you need
Pennyworth
like?
says, "No, that's how I get out of here and get away from him."
Is reclamation. Got
There's
it.
quite a bit of scrap left in Bell from its fall.
Oh.
Wait.
Yeah.
You are actively traveling to Bell?
Yes.
Is there? Sorry if this is a bit like a newbie or a green thing to ask. I thought that there was massive
A dragon.
Yeah, there's a large, terrible beast.
Oh.
That's why I use
but-
the secret tunnel.
What kind of secret tunnel?
Yeah.
The secret tunnel that we dug to connect Green Hall to Bell.
It's your tunnel, not another person's tunnel.
Yeah, it's he slides like a latch and like pushes a wall out of the way, and he's like, "Secret tunnel."
Do you mind if we use that if we ever needed to?
I mean, if you need to, you're welcome to it. You seem to be helping the mission, as it were.
Thank you.
How long's the travel through the tunnel
No,
to get
it's
there?
7 or so hours.
That's quick.
Bell's 3 hexes away. Okay, I'll accept it.
It's a moving walkway.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
There's some magic involved, and
Like
Not
pit
twerk magic.
magic.
no,
Would it
like,
take us 7 hours
I mean,
or
like,
not?
if you know the teleportation codes, then it takes 7 hours. If you don't, it
Would you
takes
mind
5 or
us-
6 days.
Would you mind telling us about those teleportation magics?
Should you need to use the secret passage, I will provide you with the proper codes to use
Perfect.
the secret passage. Until
Precisely,
then,
or
I
like
would like
have
to
you
keep
escort
the
us or
secret
anything.
passage code secret.
Understood.
Oh, sure,
yes.
sure.
Yes. I would say, should we need to use it, I do think that an escort into it for safe passage to Bell definitely would be really helpful, and your guidance and direction would definitely be really appreciated.
Now, I don't
Absolutely.
guarantee safety, of course. It's very dangerous to go to Bell.
Well, we can help. It's mutually beneficial for us to keep each other safe. You see.
I agree.
Yes. Okay.
So, how much is left of the debris?
1,000
Here-
items.
No. In Bell.
Oh,
'Cause he's
most
been
of the
due-
city is left. I haven't.
So okay, so you're so. but
I'm
you're
the
saying
only
there's
one
still church.
salvaging, as far as I know. It
But-
was a
and then
city
I-
of it was a city of 40,000 people. There was plenty of debris to go around.
Okay, I guess I was thinking more directly, like how, like it's of course it's not gonna all be suits of armor, but I'm also thinking if there's a lot of suits of armor that he's just, and I look at like, 30 bright, like shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, like
pieces.
most of the armor, the city was sacked. The people who had armor were wearing it when they were killed.
Mm.
I'm saying are a lot of those bodies gone and they're now skeletons, or have they been repurposed and like?
Well, some of them were used as food for the dragons that sacked the city, and
Oh, wow.
some of them lay to rot, and some of them were repurposed by fiends of sorts. Those vicious shadow monsters.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any advice for traveling through Bell?
Be careful. Don't unless you need to. I don't know. It's pretty dangerous.
All right. I mean, like I mentioned, we're headed over to Once Was, but this information definitely is really helpful, and I'm glad that we were able to help out with
Sure.
taking care of some of the organization and the cleanup. Did you hear the bag earlier?
I did not. I see you were sending someone some treasures. Scrolls of
I mean,
sort.
they're yes, and it was a means to be able to help accelerate clearing out the debris here, especially ones of not particular high effectiveness anyway.
Sure, yes. Anything to support the cause, as it were.
Indeed. All right. Well, I'm well rested.
Hey, you guys! What did you want me to work on for you?
Dimitri, did you talk to him about the gun already?
I
I mean, the shooty barrel thing?
The
Because we
shooty
don't know
barrel
its
thing?
name yet.
Yeah, we don't know what guns are.
I mean, you could call it whatever you want now at
Well,
this point.
it's a hand cannon, so
It's a
Torg-
dingle hopper.
It's not a dingle hopper. It is not a fork from the Little Mermaid. I'm sorry to say. So Torque, I've got like this iron tube here
Yes.
and this wooden stock that kind of looks like a crossbow. If you could kind of like work them together, my idea that I've been working on, like cannons on boats. Cannons do exist in this world, right?
Yep.
Yes, no. Okay. So like take a cannon, but shrink it down really small so that a person can fire it themselves.
Oh, that sounds real dangerous, actually. I'm excited to work on this.
Yes, I'm so glad.
Awesome. So here is one of the tubes. I've cut it in half. So it's about 2.5 foot long, but here's the rest of it. So you can have some working material as well. And here's like the gun stock. And then
Sure.
do you need anything else that might be able to add to it as well?
I mean, do you have gunpowder for the cannons?
I
That
like.
seems like it would be an important thing to make a cannon.
I know.
Do you have it, Dimitri?
I have a lot of things that explode, but I don't have gunpowder.
Could you grind up the old
Red dragon scales.
I was gonna say fungus, but yeah, that too.
Wait, is the red
The
dragon scales
crystallized-
explosives?
They're fiery.
No,
I was
that
gonna
wouldn't do it.
The
that wouldn't do it.
crystallized fungus.
Well, the crystallized fungus, yes, but
I
that's-
don't know. I've never seen this kind of fungus before.
You should wear more than one.
I'm not gonna give them.
glasses.
I'm not gonna give them this stuff because I'm pretty sure Pennyworth would be like, "What the f are you doing here?" with
100%.
this?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because I was gonna experiment with that stuff, not have Torque blow himself up.
Torque
Although-
says if you know anybody who does mining, they probably have some explosive powder. What for the mines?
Ah, yes. So I will search around for some explosive powder.
As Torque says that, my fins perk up, and I turn over to Pennyworth, and I'm like, Pennyworth, in your going through the tunnels, do you ever hear like other people traveling in their own tunnels around?
Occasionally there's a pretty substantial underground cave network emanating from Unter, but I don't particularly enjoy dealing with them. They're a bit gruff for my tastes. And this is why we installed the teleportation devices, to avoid the intersections where we might encounter said dwarven riffraff, as it were.
You say riffraff, and like everyone, don't judge a book by its cover. Annex, you made a phenomenal negotiation the other day. What did you get from them again?
As he takes a
As he
bite.
chomps a good
Cheeseburgers.
berry. Yep.
I don't actually remember.
You got
I like.
Are you
Okay,
talking-
so
are
I
you
go
talking
up. I go up to like shuffle his cloak a bit, and like I hear the pocket that has the ring in it, with the signet on it, and I go and I reach in because that's what I do. I could do a sleight of hand check if you want to see if whether or not you feel my reach in or not. But and I like pull out the ring.
Oh, that. Yes, I thought you were talking about the when we set up trade relations a while ago. Yeah, we got this signet ring from the dwarves. They said that if we they wouldn't tell us where the entrance to these tunnels were,
Yeah.
but if we found one, it would allow us entrance.
It would allow us the opportunity to share conversations to request entrance.
I didn't realize it was quite so restrictive, but okay.
It was very restrictive, and when you signed it, we all collectively shut our mouths when you said yes.
Well,
There was a psychic groan that emanated throughout the Zoom call. Pennyworth looks at it and he says, "Well, that's wonderful. That doesn't necessarily change my opinion of the mining folk emanating from Oder. They tend to be a bit aggressive in their negotiations, unfortunately."
Very unfortunate. I can quickly join the Zoom call again. Bop, bop, bop. Give me a moment. Well, I bring this up.
No,
Hmm?
Alex is back.
He's back.
Oh, he's back.
Hooray! Well,
what just happened?
I was showing. I grabbed the ring from you and you disappeared. And so like I show Pennyworth the signet that's on it. I'm like, is there anything that you might be able to copy this symbol on so that in the event that you do encounter them, they might give you a little bit less of a hard time?
No, I would never dream of forging a city scroll. That would be a pretty substantial crime.
Understood. Thank you for alerting me of that. And I go ahead and I put the ring back.
Yes, it would be very precarious indeed.
It would be.
Said,
It's true. I grab the ring back again, and I show it over to him. I'm like, you mentioned forgery. Does this look like it might have been forged?
He says, "Oh no, that looks very authentic."
Okay, thank goodness it's real. All right, so I go and I put it back in your pocket.
So you think you've been stealthy taking this out of my pocket, right? I've just
You bet.
watched
Yeah.
you do it, right?
Yes.
I like the idea. You're like, yeah, totally, and it just like goes right in. You're like, yeah, huh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're aware of the tunnels. I go over to a wall and I tap on it a couple times and then like give it a hand slap, so it's like on there.
Mhm.
And I'm like, if you ever hear that in the tunnel, that's us.
Pennywise says, okay.
Yeah. All right. And so I think I'm good. Torg,
Yeah.
sounds like you've got your hands full with a pretty exciting thing. We'll
A
go and
couple
look
of
for...
them, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything that you want to make?
What? I mean,
But that
I've done it. Look around. Look at my
Is there anything of value,
vast
like
collection of wonder.
Is there any fun special items that you've made while in not scroll mode? And I show him the shield that he made.
Yeah.
Says, oh yeah, I remember that shield. If you turn it
It's a lot of fun.
on the ground and use the command word, it floats.
I know.
Yeah.
It's been super helpful. And I say,
Good
is
for
there anything
crossing
else?
rivers, but look out for the waterfalls.
Yeah, agreed.
Is
but
there
do you have
anything? And
anything
he
else
like
like that?
looks out, and there's like there's a bunch of there's like 7 shields on the wall. There's like a whole rack of weapons. Like there's tons of stuff here. He just doesn't remember what any of it does.
A mechanics clarification. So I do have the identify spell. What does that allow me to do for magic for materials that have magic imbued on it? Is it just identify the school of magic that it's affected?
No, it allows you to determine the effects, the magical effects of an item per casting of the spell.
Gotcha.
We're here for the day.
I thought you were sorting scrolls all day.
We were sorting. I was definitely sorting scrolls during the day.
I mean, but then if we're gonna be here overnight, to the next day.
That was the sorting
well-
bit. That's how 300 pieces got through.
No. Yeah, I agree. I'm saying at the end of said day, you can just be like, "Hey, that long rest," and then I don't know how Brian. Wants
Oh, like as
That's
I
what
was
I was
picking.
On the
saying.
way out, yeah, you could probably identify
Or,
like,
like-
one item and figure out what it
to
does.
go to bed or something. Like, yeah, like, oh, what's that?
Like for the weapons and whatnot.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, did Cooper have a magical glaive, or was it just a glaive?
It was, I think, just a +1 magical glaive.
Okay, so it does have the +1 property. Okay. And you now have the +1 bow now, right, Dimitri?
Yes.
I go over and
Have 2 magical items? Weapons? Don't you? Isn't your short sword not magical?
my rapier is not. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was like,
Yeah.
so I go over to as Torg motions over to the shields and other things. I go over to where I guess we've sorted the finesse weapon zone area. What, if any, meet that quality? Are there any short swords, rapiers, other finesse daggers, and other things like that?
Sure. So there's like 4 or 5 kukris.
Ooh.
And then those seem to be the only ones that like are fitted for you. Like
Yeah.
the way that the scimitars and stuff are constructed, they would be too large for you. They would be too large to be wieldy for you.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of like kukris, which are like essentially daggers in 5th ed, but they were a little bit different in older editions.
Okay. Yeah. So I go ahead and ask Torg about these kukris. What kinds of things did you deal with these?
I don't remember. I mean, people used them to stab things. Well, slice things mostly,
Yeah.
but
Does it have the finesse category?
it's the dagger does. It would be considered a dagger in 5th ed.
Got it.
Kukri's more
Okay.
finesse weapons than 3.5 though.
Got it. Okay.
It's just
And
like
I suppose
it's like a dagger with a hitch
Yep.
in the blade. Yeah, like
exactly.
that.
Yeah. No, I was looking at an image of it. I'm like, ooh, I don't remember this weapon. So I guess during the day of search, I took the opportunity to handle one and try to identify what's going on with it.
Sure. You're gonna ritually cast, or just spend the spell slot to cast it.
I would have spent the spell slot because we would have slept, right?
Afterwards.
After.
Do we?
Hmm?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're-
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. No sense me just staring at it for 10 minutes, right?
Yeah. So this is a
Really tired.
This is a returning kukri. So if you throw it, it will return. It also has it has like a barbed property. So when you like stab a thing, for it to be removed, there's enough like it takes an action to get it out. Otherwise, like it remains like a fish hook,
Embedded.
essentially.
Yeah.
But does it get applied during the throwing attribute?
If you throw it at something, if you throw it at a person, it can be it comes back. If you throw it at an object that is under 15 pounds, it brings the object back.
Ooh.
It has a barb portion. Is that only when stabbed?
No. If you throw it into an object that's under 15 pounds,
It embeds,
It embeds and then it
But if
Brings
it
it
red-
back.
but then it takes an action to unembed it.
Damage type's changing really quick.
It does. That's as neat. Can I
Sure.
have it?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. I acquire a barbed returning
Returning
kukri. I will add that to my inventory.
It is considered magical, but it does not have like a
A plus anything.
plus associated
Yep.
with it. Yeah.
Exactly. It has magical properties. Magical returning barbed kukri dagger. One action to
Also, it crits on a 19 as well.
Wow!
No, that changed a lot.
That does. This is really neat, Torg.
I know. I don't remember which one it is, but I made a lot of neat stuff.
Meaning the one that I'm holding might not have that property?
No. You identified it yourself. So you
Oh,
know
okay,
that,
good.
like, those are the properties. He doesn't remember what it does.
Got it. Okay. Excellent. I know we just spent a lot of money on it, but are there any bows here?
No, notably, he does not really work with woods. He works with metals.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That was the big issue, and that's why we gave him arrows instead. Yes, I recall now. Cool.
Should
Well,
we,
I go over to Pennyworth. I'm like, consider one more thing taken away.
Homina. Can I have one more homina moment, please?
Yeah.
Sure, I still don't know what that means, but okay.
I look at the group and I say, we have yet to find a talented enough blacksmith to break down this full plate armor that I have. Would it be of interest to keep with him and see if he can maybe not magically imbue it or break it down, but ask very specifically to make it less?
Pennyworth looks at you and he says, "You are not leaving extra things in this cave."
That's what I was gonna say.
And I look at him and go,
you can't
I'm
tell
like-
Pennyworth.
And I go, fair. That's fair.
He looks at you and he grabs this suit of armor that is much larger than him, and he just like
And almost all of us.
right. You just see this like cloud of dust kind of surround him, and you hear like clanging sounds, and he hands you what is essentially 2 sets of half plate because he has just like stripped it in twain. And he says, "Here, get it out of here."
I'm really impressed. And I said, well, and I'll say while he's doing that, I go, have you ever seen this type of iconography before?
It looks ominous, but no.
Okay. Great. And I would like to, is it function now as a +2 or not +2 plus? It's just a half plate. I'm sorry, I'm thinking Adventures League right now.
It's
This
just
function
half
as
plate.
half plate. Oh, it's just my armor class goes up so much now. Holy shit! Holy shit! Yeah, I'll adorn the half plates
Yeah.
and I'll address the issues that exist with it being super bad, not great, in later on.
Yeah.
But I am very aware that it is a not very good half plate. I'm very and like I look at everybody.
It looks exactly half as ominous now as it did 10 minutes
Is
ago.
that because I mean, and I make it very clear to everybody, like, hey, this is for me not getting beaten the crap out of. It's that hey, hello.
You just need to be staying out of harm's way. I go over. Voice in the sky. Can I do a? Is it a perception check to have been aware that it looks half as ominous, or was that just sort of a throwaway?
It's
comment?
just a throwaway comment. Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say if we could like continue to chop it up, would it
No.
be less and less ominous over
I
time?
mean, yes, but it would also be less and less armor over time.
Valid.
Yeah.
No, I'm just yep. Understood. Okay, yeah, we'll take this out. Thank you so much for doing that. I really like the cloud thing that you did. I want to learn how to do that one day.
You just have to be very gifted at tearing things apart. Yes, you've dealt with much of the scroll bits. I appreciate that. And Torg will work on this handheld broad cannon device and this amulet of cleric ability. I don't know how he's going to manage that, but I guess he'll try real hard. Is there anything else we can do for you?
I want to ask what you can do. I was gonna make a JFK quote, but
Remind me how old Pennyworth is.
100.
100.
Yeah, he's
Hey.
like 118.
Hey, Pennyworth, I've recently been. He's never seen this spear, has he? Like, I got this since the last time we saw him.
Correct.
Hey, Pennyworth, have you ever seen this before?
No.
Spear here? Are you familiar with the name?
It has Bruce's signature all over it, but I've not seen that particular item before.
Yeah. Have you ever met anyone named Gene? It's a bugbear 80 years or so
I've
ago.
not met a bugbear named Gene, no.
But have you met anything else named Gene?
I mean, I've met a few humans named Gene. I don't know. Bell used to be a city of 60,000 people.
Okay.
A couple of them
Yeah.
happen to have the name Gene, yes.
All right.
My understanding is there's a dragon in High Mountain named Gene, but I haven't been there in many years. So.
Well, it's evidently my spear here. A bugbear is inside the spear.
I don't
his-
think that's how that works.
Well, he merged with the spear about 80 years
Oh, so
or
he's not
so
inside
ago.
the spear. He is the spear. It's slightly different.
Yeah, he is the spear and the spear is him. Sure.
Was there a tiger inside the White Ranger's dagger, or was the tiger the dagger?
I don't know. Did the flute sound like a trumpet every time that the White Ranger played the flute?
Behold the magic of that wizard.
Anyways, yeah, I was just asking because you are quite familiar with the Emerald Blades, and
Yes,
my friend,
I don't
my friend,
believe that was an Emerald Blade. No, I mean we've done work with Bruce in the past, which is how I can recognize his handiwork. But I'm not familiar with this Agene the Bugbear as you suggest.
okay, I was just curious, just trying to find more
In your
about
head,
my friend back
Ennis,
here. What's that?
In your head, you
Oh.
hear, "I never met this guy. I don't know who that guy is."
Who's this guy?
Okay, this is actually I'm glad you did this. Can I speak to Gene at any time? Do I
Yeah.
just like think
You
the
think
words?
real hard. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool, because it's, the last time that when Gene started talking to me, it was just like he just was like, sup. Out of nowhere, just like no context started talking at me. I didn't know that it was just like at will. Okay. It's good to know.
Yeah. He says, I don't know this kobold.
Okay.
He seems alright. I don't know. He seems a little irritated right now, but
Yeah, he's a good guy. Have I learned to think back to the spear, or am I still speaking
You're
out
still
loud?
speaking out loud, yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah. No one seems confused about it at this point, though. Everyone seems to understand, including Torg and Pennyworth. This seems to be the
Am I,
least
like,
of the confusing
pull
things
the
that they see.
spear out and like hold it, like caress it lovingly, and like speak to the head of the spear, just to make it clear that I'm speaking to a
Sure.
thing, not to nobody.
As you caress it, the spirit says, "Ooh, that feels nice."
I know it's anyways, yeah, good. No, I'll ask you first before I ask randos if they know you.
Okay, that's a good idea. I'll let you know.
Yeah, if you see anyone you know, though, just call out, so I don't have to embarrass myself like this.
Well, I didn't
This
want
is
to interrupt.
awkward now, isn't it?
I didn't want to interrupt. I felt like you were really going somewhere, and it would have been rude. But okay.
Well, I was trying to go somewhere, but it didn't go anywhere. So,
Okay. Is there
That's all.
anything else you would like to do with Torg? What kind of scrolls are you trying to get for yourself, Morty, as you're sorting through?
Mage hands.
All right, with a 16 investigation,
Arcane
you can
gates.
find 3 mage hand spell scrolls, 2 more guiding bolts, and
Does he have anything like fun and exciting, like Skyrate or something silly like that we may or may have not discussed in our 24-hour event? That I am actively looking for.
yeah,
And like in addition to all the mystery stuff,
I was
I'm
going to say
looking
we're
for-
also grabbing mystery stuff,
mystery
which I
stuff,
could
and then,
eventually
like-
identify. Yes.
Yeah, like in terms of like I've got if you want to say later, that's cool. But like I'm looking for more specifically like I'm like I get it now, like guiding bolt, haha, and like
I guess there's like a sword burst spell scroll.
Jesus,
Um,
it's the one we had to get behind the cover for just in case.
Just in case.
It's MythBusters, but when they have like explosives and they're like we're safe for 100 yards away.
Oh, right. We know about the sleep scroll.
yeah, it makes you drowsy. Yeah.
No, it created a nightstand with the
With tea that makes
on
you
it.
drowsy. That's right.
Yes.
There is a dragon's breath spell scroll.
Yep. Can I say some of the ones that I think we found, Teal?
Sure.
I think we found some cones of cold.
Sure.
Definitely some scrolls of featherfall.
Yep.
I'm just, but I'll identify more along the way.
Yep. That's fine. Yeah, you find some featherfall and some cone of cold, 1 dragon's breath, and some other ones you haven't really figured out what they do yet, but you just kind of grabbed a bunch, shoved them in your pack. What else? Is there anything else you want to do in Greenhall, Spit? Are you off to the once was meadery?
I think at this point we are now off to the. Did Coop want to do anything with Torg or the Green Hall area? I know this is kind of unfortunate that we're going to leave the zone, but we'll be back. We promised we'll be back.
Coop punches his time card, and then is excited. He got to
Yes,
punch his time card.
yes. Right. So yeah, we are off to the once was meadery.
Okay. You all head south. Pretty much due south, actually. It is pretty uneventful for a couple of days. It takes about 2 days to get to where the map indicates the once was meadery should be. And you kind of move south, and then you look. You see a river with some small bridges that cross the river. And then notably on the other side of the river is like this really kind of lush, I guess, island south of the river. It's the most like verdant thing you've seen in this region, for sure. Looks to be a lot of like clover kind of like growing, like the essentially like a lawn of like the entire area is covered in clover on the other side of this river. And if you want to jump into roll 20, you can kind of get a general idea of what you see.
Brian, can I ask if we could take a quick bio break?
We absolutely can, yeah. Let's do that. We'll come back 9 o'clock on the head.
Woo!
And then we will figure out what is happening.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's been very hard to concentrate on anything all day, and that's like, oh, that's magic.
And we're back for more in the red. While Enix figures out his ear situation.
Sorry, I'm dealing with an ear infection, so you're just gonna see me like caressing my ear for the rest of the session.
Fair enough.
Oh, and making weird noises. Oh yeah, that's a spot.
I'll keep myself on mute.
You guys are at kind of just north of the river, and across the river is a very like verdant, lush clover field with some pretty tall trees.
I'd like to use my spyglass to see if I could get a closer look, to see if there are any signs of, aside from the bridge that we could see in front of us, like any clear signs of pathing, or potential other areas of entrance.
Sure.
For the area.
I'd like to put up my detect magic as well.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check at advantage, Spit.
Perception 28.
Yeah, so you see a couple of things. One, you see in the trees across the river, they're like filled with bees' nests. Like bumblebee nests.
Bees.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to a meadery. I don't know what you expected.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call.
Unfortunately...
Oh! MEAD. MEAD.
What did you think it was?
A meadery.
Like a butcher
MEAT?
shop?
Yes!
Has anyone ever called a butcher a meatery? Is that a thing anyone has ever said before?
And then everyone was like, once was is a good name for it. I'm like, oh yeah, because they used to be animals.
Actually sounds way better. Saying once was a meatery actually does sound like a
It
pretty
does sound
solid
better,
name.
but it's
It
not.
does sound way better.
But
like once was meatery also I was like, damn, because it previously existed and now it's
Right.
not.
Yeah.
Still a place work.
Spit, just real quick, in addition to those bumblebee nests in the trees across the river,
Yeah.
you also see 4 giant-ass hornets that are like 10 foot by 10 foot and flying toward you. I need you to roll for initiative.
Oh no!
I want to be very
I get to
clear.
re-roll ones.
When you said roll for initiative, I heard my bird, minus the fact that it's all dark in here, go "Rah!" and like just squawked, and I think she was upset by the fact that there was a bunch of murder hornets headed our way.
Right.
Yeah.
19 for me.
Okay.
What did you
21.
have in? Oh, 21.
Nice.
I finally get a good roll.
Right. Spit rolled a 16.
17 for me.
I need to bring up spells and stuff now.
Spit, you rolled a 21, you said?
Spit rolled a 16.
16.
I believe it was Enix with the... No, you had a
Yeah.
22?
I had a 21.
21.
Dimitri had 22.
I had
That's
a
not me.
19.
My goodness, they're far away.
Oh, just wait.
They're the perfect distance.
Enix, you're first. You see 4 giant hornets that are clearly shadow tainted. They would not be this large if they were not just infested with shadow.
I'm just evaluating my options here, just right quick. Man, I don't really want to get closer to these things. Welp, I'm going
Big
to
gulps, huh? Welp, see you later.
range self. Okay, so if I were to use Cone of Cold from here, its range is self.
Yeah.
Hold on. The cone of cold. You have the spell, or are you using one of the scrolls?
No, I have the spell.
Yeah,
Okay,
the cone
good.
of cold is a cone that emanates from you.
Right. So is there a maximum range, or does it just go forever until it
It's a
hits
60
whatever?
foot cone.
It's 60-foot cone. yeah.
60. Oh, okay. I thought it meant like 60. All right.
Yep.
Well, I guess I gotta move.
Mhm.
I didn't mean to sound like Torg there, but that's the closest I could do. Well, shoot. You two are 20 feet away from each other. Already, I would like to bring down an ice storm
Okay.
on top of these two.
Okay.
Ah,
At
get it.
huh? Oh yeah.
Get it.
20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, centered on a point. Each creature in the cylinder must take a dex saving throw.
You don't want to get all of them?
I have a. It only has a radius of 20 feet.
Yeah, it's a radius of
Wait,
20 feet.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
It's
so
a
you can do
radius
it
of
from
20
here.
feet. I would love to center it on the middle. Thank you for.
That's
I forgot the
one
difference
you
between
get
radius
today.
and
You're
circumference.
killing the bees.
I have, what is their dex plus 2? I have a 17, a 15, a 19, and a 17.
Okay, well they all succeeded,
Yes.
but I still get to do.
Roll then half.
Well, I could just roll 2d8.
No, you still roll all and then round down.
Oh.
You do more damage.
Well, where's my other d8? Oh, yeah, I'll take that. It's 12. They each take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
It takes 2d8 bludgeoning damage. And sorry, I misread the thing. They take 5 points of bludgeoning damage each, and 6 points of cold damage each.
They seem to be resistant to cold.
Checks.
Good to know.
And as my bonus, I want to find what my speed is and then move that to get as close to
Probably
them as I
30
can.
feet.
30, yep.
Mhm.
Oh,
So I want
no,
to-
half elf. Isn't it 35?
I don't know.
It's 30.
It's 30. I mixed my classes up.
So I'm gonna move to. I think that was 30. I started from 30.
Yep.
Start from the bottom. Now you're here.
Dimitri.
Sure.
All right, so I'm going to move. I know, guys, it's surprising that I'm going to be moving.
Just wants to get in range.
He's moving.
Well,
he's
I'm-
moving to get cover behind this tree.
No.
Oh, that
I'm-
probably would have been a good idea. Oh well.
No, I'm going further. I'm going out in the open, guys.
Oh shit!
All brave.
Well, they will move in.
Yes, I know. But that's why Morty's going to move in.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I have a fear of
Of insects.
Bees.
No.
Of bees?
no. I've got Cisposophia, which
There
is
you
the
go.
fear of wasps and hornets.
Okay.
See if this is. So while I'm moving up,
It's real. It's a real thing with doctors and everything.
I believe
I,
you.
I think I'm still
Spexophobia.
out of. Think I'm still out of like the 150 range. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
still out of the 150 range. That's fine. While I'm moving up, I'm going to draw an arrow carefully out of the special quiver that Torque
Man.
gave to me.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to cast as a bonus action ensnaring strike on myself,
Okay.
and I'm going to attack this first hornet here,
This frontmost hornet.
this frontmost hornet, with my first torque arrow
Mhm.
with ensnaring strike. I'm not going to use a sharpshooter. I'm just going to attack like normal.
Okay.
Mostly because I have to roll at disadvantage. Is that correct? Because I'm
Because
My
you're
bow has a-
beyond the minimum, the regular range of the bow. Yeah.
yeah. So 23.
23 hits.
All right, and then a D8 plus 5. So 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I need it. So I cast that. Ensnaring strike. Next time you hit a creature with an attack.
Strength save?
Breathing. Yes. The target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the magical bonds until the spell
I
ends.
have a 17.
You win.
Okay.
I have a 14.
Anything else?
That is. Oh wait, no. I attack again for my second one. Forgot. I was about to give away damage.
That's true.
All right, a 20. I'm assuming will hit.
20 does hit, yes.
Okay. And then an additional 10 points of damage.
Okay. Anything else?
That is all my. Wait. That's all my actions.
Okay. Morty.
Question about my shield.
Mhm.
Do I know how fast it moves? Almost similar to last night of like how a flying speed works. I only can move 25. Does the shield actually have a farther move speed than that?
No, the shield only moves it like 10 feet unless it's being like dragged.
Okay. That's what I figured.
Did anything crazy happen from those torque arrows, or do I not know?
No, nothing crazy happened. It just seems to still be full.
I want to double move here.
Okay.
So I can take the brunt of it.
Okay.
If they decide to attack me, which they feel like they will. And that will be my. Let me just double check. Actions. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. You guys are terrified as these hornets start to move toward you. And then...
But before they do, I don't know if this makes a difference because they're flying, but the hailstones make it
it doesn't make a difference.
Difficult terrain. Yeah, okay.
Terrain,
I thought I'd mention it. You know.
As a bonus action, they're going to dimension door toward you.
Oh, that's so not good. We shouldn't be here. Oh no.
And then they will make 2 attacks apiece. One with their stingers and one with their they have like razor sharp guys on their hands instead of hands, rather. Annex, I have a 25 with a stinger and a 12 with their sword talons.
Well, the stanger hit.
Sure. You take 8 piercing and 7 necrotic damage, and I need you to make a con save.
Jeez. I forgot how math worked for a moment.
It's 15 if you're playing at home.
Yes. I said a con save?
Yep.
14.
14 is fine. The second one is going to try to do the same to Morty. Morty, I have a 26 with a stinger, and I'm sorry, a 23 with a stinger, and a 15 with the sword talons.
The stinger hits.
That is 8 piercing and 7 necrotic. I need you to make a con save.
16.
You are good. The second B on you is a 19 with the stinger.
Mm-mm.
And a 22 with the sword talons.
Yep.
That's both?
No, just the
talons.
one.
Okay.
That half plate bumped me up
It's
to
making a
20. Let's
difference.
go.
You're going to take 11 points of piercing damage from the sword talons.
That could have been 26. Oh, we doing
and
it.
The last one is going after Dimitri, I have a crit on the stinger.
I'll take my reaction to remove that crit.
Okay, so that's a hit on the stinger and a 22 on the sword talons.
Yep. Anything more than a 16 gets me.
So the talons get you for 11 damage. The stinger gets you for 8 piercing and 7 necrotic. And I need a con save.
Hold on, I'm taking my damage in chunks. All right, and then a con save.
Mm-hmm.
Gross. A 7. Actually, how many bennies do we have?
You have
Enough.
17.
Yeah.
I'll take a benny to re-roll that. I had to do math again. So a 13?
13?
Yeah.
13 is the DC. Spit, it is your turn.
Okay. So how do you guys do the funky arrow thing again?
You click on the upside down Q.
Got it. Okay, so I can get there. I can't get there. Definitely can't get there. I will get to the one that I can get to. This feels... Yeah, I will get to the one that I can get to. So I will move here.
Mhm.
And because I have pack tactics, I can go ahead and roll at advantage and execute my sneak attack with my short sword +1. So it's that. My sneak attack is... Oh, I'm in the spells slot because I thought I was going to do that. Alright. That's a D8. Not correct. Okay. That is a crit.
That's great.
Alright, so my short sword +1 would do 30 plus. Uh, 50 plus 5 damage. So 55 short sword +1 piercing damage.
That kills the bee.
Wow! Alright. And then for my, I guess, for my bonus action, I am going to take my new dagger
Mhm.
and throw it at this one.
Okay.
I do not get pack tactics because it's not a finesse weapon at melee. It's just a regular ranged attack, correct?
I think.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how pack tactics works. Shoot.
Yeah, no, I think it is just it's the
Is it just for
notion.
melee?
The notion, like I'm imagining the spirit of it. I'll look at the wording later, but I'll just roll it regular, and that just gets my proficiency now. Correct? Because I'm throwing it as an offhand.
Because you don't have the feat, you mean?
Correct.
Correct.
Yep. So it's just proficiency, not dex. They're the same right now, anyway. So that is a 14.
You do have advantage.
Oh.
It's any attack roll against a creature if at least one of your allies is within 5 feet of the creature.
All right. So let's see if that improves. That does improve. It's now a 17.
17 still misses.
Okay. I see it whip around through the air, and it successfully gets back to me.
Yes, we may have to adjust that, but yes.
That's what I.
You don't-
Yeah, that's
you
why I
don't
was just like, interesting.
It may
don't
end up
want a
being a
dagger of
bonus action to
thunderbolts?
get it back, but I'll
Got it.
think
Okay.
about it.
Yep. I don't intend on throwing it a lot this combat. I just wasn't expecting to
That's
crit on the first hit. So, yep.
And then Coop's gonna move up to here with his halberd and be like, "I'm Coop."
Yeah.
Take
That's
this
what he
halberd,
says.
guy. And he misses twice, unfortunately.
No.
Enix.
Okay, so I want to. I want to use Wild Shape,
Mhm.
and just bear with me here because I am.
Oh, we're gonna bear.
Like-
All right.
No, I'm not gonna bear. I'm
Oh.
gonna Quetzalcoatlus. It's a
Quetzalcoatl,
flying. It's a flying
yeah.
dinosaur, which, according to the thing I'm reading right now, frantically, I can do that past 8th level. It's basically a pterosaur. Pterosaur. And is Wild Shape the whole action? Like, is
That
actually
is your
turning.
spell.
It
Yeah,
is an
okay.
action because you are not Circle of the Moon. If you were Circle of the Moon, it would be a bonus action.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus, a huge beast. Alright.
I am able to do that, right? At level 10.
Yeah, I mean, it's you get up to second CR2s, right?
Yes.
So it's not a situation where you needed to have been able to physically see the monster or the creature.
That's a loose
He knows legends of many beasts.
of many
Yeah, you're right.
Quetzalcoatl's.
It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a
Well,
harmless.
I'm going to
It's
turn
not
into.
a thing I want to like pick at. To be honest, like it's whatever.
He went to a zoo nearby.
Yeah.
Well,
whatever.
I want to turn into a flying thing, some sort of fighting flying things.
Yeah, I imagine you saw like fossils of a Quetzalcoatl and studied them in depth
While you were in druid
Rainwall.
school.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Quetzalcoatlus. The pictures. Anyways, okay. I'm gonna turn
It's
into
like
it.
a
and-
weird pointed beaked pelican. It's very strange.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going
Ooh.
The
to.
size of like 2 buses put together.
I am going to. I'm mostly doing that because he has an 80-foot move. 80-foot move speed.
Hmm.
So, I'm as my bonus since I'm a giant. I'm basically a dick bird now. I want to.
No. You don't
Oops.
look anything like a Muppet.
I want to.
Can he carry me?
Probably at half his. Oh, you're small, so yeah, he could definitely carry you.
Spit. You want to jump on top?
I do, but I've used my actions.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Should
Can
I
you
just
like?
stay? Should I stay? Well, you go next, right? You go after me.
No, I just went right.
Which is fine. Yeah.
You-
Pick him up.
Yeah, can't you grab me?
Yes, I can.
Toss him at the enemy.
So okay, I'm gonna.
No,
I'm
don't do that quite yet.
So-
Spit
I'm gonna-
is not
I'm gonna-
also returning, so
So, Spit, can you do like a really cool like dive bomb maneuver? Like I was gonna.
I think
get,
it's a
like,
great idea to see if Spit can dive bomb these bees from above them, knowing
As long
he's
as it's-
very cursed.
Yeah, as long as it's not above 10 feet. Yes, I absolutely can do. Yeah.
Well, how high are
It's-
the hornets right now?
It's a flyby.
They're like 10 feet off. They're like stinging down at you.
Would we get any kind of? Would it be advantageous to us for me to? Is there any way that I can drop Spit on top of these things and look really cool and not hurt Spit in the process?
If Spit manages to hit, sink his new dagger and hold on.
yes.
You want to try it, Spit?
No.
Okay.
But still pick me up, please. Because
Okay.
I like the idea of being able to navigate around.
Okay, I'm gonna pick you up and move kind of here-ish at. I don't know what the. How high can these guys fly?
The
Sorry,
murder
I just
hornets?
learned about this animal like 5 minutes ago, and I'm really excited about it. Speed 10 feet, fly 80 feet. So does that mean I can stay in the same hex and or spot and go 80 feet up? Like, can I?
Hover speed.
You
Can
could go
I get
80
the-
feet up, but you can't like stay in the same spot while aloft because you don't have,
You don't have
hover.
hover.
Ah.
Aha. Well, that's where I was gonna go with it. Well, all right. I'm gonna pick up Spit, and we're gonna go
You're like weaving nearby the ground.
Yeah, we're kind of like, woo. You can't see me waving my character around. Kind of getting
We
close.
can see you waving your character around.
Oh, can you? When I'm doing that?
Oh, no, never mind.
No? Okay. Well, anyways, I'm holding Spit underneath me.
Okay.
As high as I can, well, as high as I can go that would not also murder Spit.
Well, then you better hold on tight, because if he falls, he's going to be unconscious.
Okay, so we're 10 feet in the air now.
Yeah, okay.
We're looking eye level at
but
these things.
I'm dangling.
But you're 8
9
feet in the
feet.
air. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Anything else, Enix?
No, that'll do it.
Okay. Dimitri.
Question.
Yes.
If I was to cast Wind Wall
Mhm.
and encirculate the bees, would they be able to escape that?
What does Windwall do?
It creates a giant wall of wind upwards of 15 feet high and 50 feet long. And strong winds from the ground point in a chosen path. I can choose the path. When the wall appears, each creature within the area makes a strength saving throw. Creature takes 3d8 on fail, or half as much on that. Strong wind keeps fog, smoke, and other gases at bay. Small or smaller flying creatures
They're
or
not
objects
small.
They are
can't
large.
pass through. They're large
And in charge.
and in charge. So it won't do a knockback or anything of that nature.
No, they would probably take the bludgeoning damage if they failed to
Yeah.
save, but that would be it.
I'm casting Wind Wall.
Okay.
It's a good way to hit them. Yeah.
And I'm going to hit all three of them. And then I'm going to start it here. I'm going to start it here. And I'm going to go down. I'm going to go over. Whoops. Go here.
I assume
here,
you're going to hit the 3 of them and not your friends.
and
Yeah.
not my friends, yes. And then kind of protect us or whatever. So
Well,
here-
they could move through it anyway.
Oh, yeah. So that doesn't matter. So I'm going to hit the three of them.
Okay.
And make a wall of wind. So
I
I
have
need-
a 13 and a 20 on the saves, and then I have for the last one another 20.
all right, so one of them saves, or two of them saves, one of them does not. So 3d8. What is 6 plus 7?
13.
So 13. So one of them takes
6.
or the two that save takes 6. The one that did not takes 13. And then since I cast that, if I walked away, since there's a wall of wind right there, would it still get an attack of opportunity against me?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
because it does not block melee attacks.
It does not block melee attacks. Yeah, I'll just I'll just move arrow this. I'll just kind of move right there.
Okay.
That's what I'll do. And then I'll prepare for whatever's about to hit me.
Okay. Morty,
I'm gonna cast a spell.
please do.
Bless is being cast on Cooper, Spit, and Dimitri,
Okay.
and that will be my turn.
All right. The
What does
bees
Bless
will,
do?
the hornets will go. The first one will attack. I guess the first one will move over and attack the giant new bird monster. Enix, I have a 23 and a 15 to hit.
Yeah, those hit. They both
Um,
hit.
The sword talons get you for 11. The stinger gets you for 8 piercing and 7 necrotic, and I need you to make a con save.
11, 7, and 8. I think this may be real quick.
Oh, huge, but very few hit points. That's interesting.
Yeah. So this is. I wish I had looked up this animal beforehand because I have seen 3 different stat sheets for this thing, and all of them are different. The D&D Beyond one
Is what we'll use.
is what we're use. Okay. So con is 17 on the con
17's good.
save. It also means that I have like 3 hit points left.
The second Shadow Wasp is going to attack Spit. The Spit, I have a 7 and a 19.
19 will hit.
He'll take 11 from his sword talons.
I will have that to 5.
The last one's going to move up to Coop. Cooper gets hit with the sword talons and takes 11 damage. That makes it Spit's turn.
Just really quick. Wild Shape as a spell, concentration?
It's not a spell, it's a class ability. Does not require concentration.
Oh, awesome. Cool. So, can I request that Enix, like, pivots me in such a way that I can be, like, on this segment of him?
On which segment?
Sorry, over here.
Yes, but if you are pivoted out of a wasp's threatened squares, it will get an attack of opportunity.
Understood.
Now, since I one of the things of the
One of the wasps was here.
Quetzalcoatlus
Yes,
is how it's
you have
pronounced. I found.
flyby attack. Spit does not.
Yeah, but can't I like kind of like
No.
cuddle him up close and? Oh.
No, this is the limitations with this plan that you've concocted.
Yep. Now, just really quick, there was a wasp. There was a wasp here-ish, right? And it moved from there.
The wasp was
Far
here,
enough away. Got it.
and, then
And I
moved to
remember-
there.
Okay, but I would not have the-
Quetzalcoatl's- Yeah, you didn't have
Yep.
the reach. I think.
Yep.
What's the reach on your Quetzalcoatlus?
Reach to 10 feet with bite.
Yeah, so it's not out of his.
Oh wait,
range
no,
either.
it's not 8. D&D Beyond. I need to find the D&D Beyond one, but yeah.
Reach 10
Not
feet. Yeah, the bite or the bite attack has a reach of 10 feet.
So
Right.
it's not out of your
So
zone.
it didn't
Got
leave your threatened squares either. So
Yep.
neither of you got an attack of opportunity.
Cool.
Spit, what are you doing?
I'd like to go ahead and stab this guy with the short sword +1 while being held by Enix.
Okay.
Because I'm still being held by Enix, right?
Yes.
Okay.
For the time being.
For the time being, exactly. That is. Need to get back to my character sheet. 28 to hit.
Mhm.
Gross. 21 points of short sword +1 damage. Oh no, 26. Add that thing.
Okay.
Okay, and then I will just hit it with my rapier.
Rather than your dagger?
I don't want to lose my dagger yet.
Okay.
I guess I risked it before. Yeah, we'll do the dagger. I just am unfamiliar with. Is it a D4 for daggers?
Yes. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, I was just like, in order to keep this speedy, I wanted to make sure. All right, the 23 to hit.
Yep.
I add nothing to this, right?
No, D4. Oh, no, you see 23 to hit. Never mind. My apologies.
Oh, I haven't been adding the D4 to hits, but it's been hitting. That's a 1 on the D4.
Okay.
And I guess it's now embedded inside the bug, right?
Rag 'em.
Yes.
I let go of the dagger
Okay.
so that I'm not combined to two flying objects at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. Coop is gonna start swinging at this other fella. Coop crits, and Coop is gonna use one of Coop's superiority dice. Do you know, Jake? Do you know the damage on a halberd off the top of your head? Is it D10?
D10.
Okay. It seems like a good round number, even if we're wrong.
D10.
10.
This wacky numbers.
He hits for 18 damage,
Holy shit.
but misses on the second attack. That
Does it have a superiority dice in there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about the D4. He hits on the second attack.
Nice.
And we'll use the second superiority die. For 7 damage on the second. Oh, but that kills it. Look at that.
Oh.
No, you take some. You take them in where you can.
And then he will move up to do battle with this other Shadow Wasp. Shadow Hornet. Enix.
Yep. So, Spit, how far can I drop you and not have you take
9
damage?
feet
Let me
and
go at
11
9.
inches.
Yes.
Okay. Is it literally I drop you and you're good, or do you have to make a save at that point?
No, he's fine. You only take
Okay.
falling damage
At 10 feet.
at 10 feet or above.
Okay. So I don't. If I stay here, I won't exist in this form for very much longer. So I'm going to drop you.
Yeah.
So as I'm going to do that, and as I'm doing it, I want to attack the lower hornet here with a beak. 21 to hit,
21 hits.
and he now takes 10, 12 piercing damage.
That kills the wasp. Notably, there's a terrible taste in your mouth as you beak him to death.
That sounds accurate.
The dagger is now falling through
it's
the air,
ear,
right?
It's the ear thing. That's what's causing the problem.
Yeah, so the dagger is now back in your hand.
Oh, nice.
And because I have like a fraction of a hit point left, I'm going to fly up here.
Okay.
Just kind of like,
Hi.
just kind of, you know.
Make a perception check.
But not in a way that crosses their path of attacks of opportunity, correct?
So he's gonna fly
I
by,
don't
so it doesn't
I don't
matter.
incur attacks of opportunity.
Right.
As
but
in the
I need
flyby.
you to make a perception check.
Ominous. 22.
Oh, that's good enough. You look out and you see 4 more of these murder hornets approaching.
Approaching? Run away.
You move closer to them.
Well, that was my turn. So
Right, I did it.
I since I am now a dinosaur, I just sort of like I shriek. In my head, I said, "Hey guys, look out for the murder hornets."
You're like Kevin from Up.
I haven't seen that movie.
Oh, it's okay.
Very specific.
Also in your head, where you're thinking, "Look out for the new murder hornets," you hear, "We should not. We should go. Look at all that green stuff over there. That seems fun."
The green. What green stuff? The green stuff down.
Yeah, that seems great. Doesn't that seem great? It seems natural and verdant and vibrant.
You keep using that word verdant, or someone keeps using that word verdant.
Well, verdant because
So-
it's green, but like not like evil verdant, but like it looks like a nice reprieve from all of the terrible that is in this region.
Can I tell if the murder hornets have seen me?
Yeah, they're flying toward you.
That sucks. Well, I'm gonna use the last 10 feet of movement I have left to move back a little bit.
To unput yourself in that position. Got it. Dimitri.
I'm going to attack Murder Hornet here with my bow. I'm going to activate Sharpshooter.
Okay.
With it. I'm just going to do double attack. I guess I get the D4s as well. I get the D8s plus what the Sharpshooter does. First one is 20 plus 6, so 26
26 hits.
for 6 plus Sharpshooter, which is 10, I believe. So
16.
16 plus 5, so 21 points of damage.
Okay.
I forgot to add the plus 5 last time. And then the second
So I knew
one,
we're in tier 2 here.
I
Yeah.
know that we are a lot further along. So what is 18 plus 5? That's 23.
23 hits.
And then 19 points of damage.
good.
Boom.
Cool. I run south
Okay.
as far as I can. Like, can I sprint with bonus action, or is that not allowed for me?
No, you don't have number.
That would
escape
be
or anything.
me.
You have to be a
Then
rogue or a goblin for that to work, but you can move your speed toward the bridges.
I can move 25. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There you go.
When I was dinosaur screaming, did that get everyone's attention enough so they can see the murder?
Oh,
hornets as
absolutely.
well?
They know the
Excellent.
murder hornets
Okay.
are coming.
You're just answering all the questions I'm gonna ask. I appreciate that. It's one less thing I gotta worry about.
Morty, it is your turn.
Oh shit.
You hear the scream.
Can I visibly see that NX looks like he's
Yeah, he's
getting
barely
stabbed?
got wings
Yeah,
to
okay.
go left. Like
Uh,
there's like
And we
holes
saw-
in
yeah.
his wings at this point. Like
what would Morty do? I know what Jake would do, but what would Morty do? I will hold my action to move. Well, actually, how detailed of a reaction can or of a hold action can I make, Brian?
you. What do
Because
you mean?
knowing that they've dimension doored before,
Mhm.
I'm also acknowledging the fact that they see a bigger creature than them, and they were like, "Hey, let's get that guy."
Mhm. That checks out.
So my feeling is, I don't know where they are in initiative. If I see NX move, I will move south.
Mhm.
If they decide to move with, can I cast a spell?
Sure. That's fine.
Okay. All right. Cool. So that will be if they swarm swarm us or NX, I will cast a spell. If not, if NX goes before them and he moves, I will move south towards the bridge.
Sure. I mean, you'll have to like use that spell slot either way.
Sure. I'm casting a cantrip because
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
my
that's fine.
plan.
Yep. Spit.
I hear the scream,
Yeah.
and I get the message that it's time to go.
Mhm.
And so, especially
You will
since
use your nimble escape.
I will. In fact, this may be a. Oh, remind me. I could move my speed,
Mhm.
and then
You can triple
As a-
your movement speed because as a bonus action as a rogue, you can dash, and then
Got
you can
it.
also take the dash action. So you can get triple your movement speed.
that was gonna. Thank you
If
so much.
that is all you do. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I will cast Misty Step for my Fey Touched ability and teleport onto the island.
Okay. Cooper is going to. He's going to move up and prepare to defend Enix and offer a nice withdrawal, hopefully. But he's going to do so closer to the bridge. He's going to go down and then backtrack. Enix, it is your turn.
I should take myself off mute. Are we just making the hastiest retreat possible at this
That's
point?
what it looks like.
Cool. All right. I'm going to fly. Is there anyone left that is light enough for me to pick up, or would that even be?
All of them are like.
I guess my flight speed would be halved if I picked you up, right?
I'm small.
No, because you're huge.
Oh, okay.
If you were large, that would be the case for
For Norbert.
Cooper.
But because you're two size categories, you're two size categories larger than Cooper, and 3 size categories larger than everyone else.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop number 1. Oh shoot, how far? I was there. I need to do the math. I'm gonna go 40 feet, stop off, pick up Cooper, and then go to
The rest of your movement.
Yeah, so I'm going to right there, along with Cooper in hand.
Mhm.
Because everybody else can run faster than Cooper, right?
No,
No.
Cooper.
I missed that
Cooper's
one.
the fastest of them.
Oh,
So just really quick, the
jeez.
80 feet is just your move, or is that your double move?
80 feet is my flight speed.
You can double move,
Whoa.
so you can double your 80 feet.
Oh,
So you could
Well, my
even
movement
get
immediately
Cooper
goes there.
across the bridge and then go back a little bit.
So my action is held and it goes off
Okay.
because Cooper went because NX went first. So that's
Yes.
where I'm moved to.
Yep.
okay. So in that case,
Get him
I'm gonna-
onto the island. On the island.
Yeah.
Toss him in the
Island is
river.
closer.
Go.
Oh, I guess it's not closer.
They're about the
Yeah,
same.
so that's 55 feet.
Okay. You drop
then-
off Cooper, and then you have 25 feet left.
Yeah. So I'll wind up there, but I'm still in the air.
Yep.
So I'm just going to be. I'm going to play Airbus here.
It's true.
I mean, your spear dictated you to do so.
Dimitri.
I'm gonna cast Ensnaring Strike. Actually, I can double dash, can't I? I
Yep.
can dash and dash versus doing attacks.
You can move and dash instead of
Yeah.
attack. Yeah. Which would get you. What's your speed? 30?
It's 25.
25. Get you 50 feet.
And sorry, I'm sure this is a rule I was supposed to have learned a long time ago. Double dash means if I use my bonus move and my action to just move.
So
I get-
you don't have access to double dashing. Because Spit is a rogue, one of the rogue abilities allows him to use the dash action as a bonus action. It's for rogues and goblins. You don't
Okay.
have that ability. So you can
Yeah.
use the dash action and move, but you don't have the opportunity to use your bonus action to dash as well.
Oh, so I
Okay.
can still attack?
No, you have to
No.
use your action.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Okay. Oh, this feels
Oh,
feel grody.
I
Yeah.
understand. Okay.
Because they're just gonna warp up. Is all they're gonna do. And I'm still blessed, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna cast Ensnaring Strike.
It has
I'm
not
gonna
been successful for you ever. I just
Alright,
want to
okay.
point that out.
It's been successful once.
Against a bandit.
50
Yeah. All right.
episodes.
I'll
We got it.
double dash. I'll go my 50 feet and
Okay.
I'll get.
I don't want to tell you what to do or not to do, but Ensnaring Strike for Rangers is a bad spell past level 2. You should replace it.
I like you doing zigzags on your way down.
Yeah.
It's
Bobbin' weave,
serpentine.
bobbin' weave.
Stick and move, stick and move.
All right. That's my action.
All right.
I'll start looking for a new spell as well since I'm told to. get rid
I mean, you
of it.
could, like, there are specific instances where it will be useful, but, like, your save DC isn't high enough for anything that
Yeah.
you're trying to make not move,
Yeah.
because their strengths are good. So,
Ooh, I can replace. No, I gotta go.
Morty, your turn.
Oh shit! I didn't think I was gonna make it that far. Is there a way to auto move tokens? No, there's not.
Uh-uh.
I'm gonna continue running,
NX.
and it's my double move, and that's the end of my turn. Oh no!
Well, they can only. Oh man. Okay.
Ah, D-Door. They should have had a second Cape of the Mountebank.
No, I just gave them a teleport ability that's similar to Dimension Door, but it's only 150 feet, not 300. So that's as far as they can teleport. I
That's
guess they can
terrifying.
also move, but they will move up to Enix
Why though?
because you're the only one in range.
Why though?
Because you went back across. I don't know. Because you decided to be helpful. Didn't work out for you. What's your AC?
Not a whole lot. It's in a different tab. It's 13.
Oh, the first one missed you twice. Second one, Jesus. Second one missed you twice. There's a hit. The third one stings you for 8 and 7, and I need a con save.
Well, I'm now half elf again. 14.
You were good on the con save.
Wait. Oh well. Okay. My con save as a half elf would have been higher. But whatever. Doesn't matter.
Spit.
I see the
Ooh, I
dinosaur
like this.
poof out of existence,
Mhm.
and is replaced with NX again on the ground there.
Are you going to tie a rope around your new dagger and sink it into Enix and fish him across the river?
I mean, I thought we weren't in the business of telling people what to do,
I'm
but
not
now
saying
that
you
sounds
have
like
to.
an amazing. No, because we don't know how rough this river is. We haven't seen it yet.
It's
but-
moving pretty substantially. So
Yeah. Oh man. I am going to cast Acid Splash
okay.
and target these two. Whoop. Select move these two, which are within 5 of each other. The spell allows me to go and do that.
Yep.
And I'm going to need dexterity
They both
saving
fail.
throws. Oh. Then they take 2d6, so they both take just 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Do I observe them particularly dislike acid?
Not particularly, but it does have the intended effect.
And I will use the remainder of my turn to move onto the island.
Okay.
But still within like visual and attacky range.
Okay. Cooper is on the other side, and he grabs a javelin, and you see him like tie some macrame to the javelin,
Yes.
and he hurls the javelin at this bee. Wildly, he does very well at hurling the javelin at the bee. And he, Jesus. And he starts just like pulling the bee away from Enix.
Come here.
And it's like resisting. It looks like the macrame is probably going to snap pretty soon, but it gives Enix a little bit of a reprieve, maybe. It is your turn, Enix.
I don't get an attack of opportunity because it just got pulled away from me, do
Correct.
Yeah,
It is
no, it's
forced
not.
movement
Okay.
at
Yeah.
that point. Yeah.
Exactly.
I? Alrighty. Boy, I kind of made my own bed here.
It's from a good place.
Yeah. I know what I want to do, but I don't. Oh. How? I know you just said the water is moving quickly. How quickly is it moving? Well, I'll tell you what I want to do.
Quickly.
I want to cast water breathing on myself and go straight across that river.
Yeah, I mean you could probably like maneuver yourself so you hit the island instead of get washed under the bridge,
Okay.
or you could grab the bottom of the bridge. I mean, like there's plenty of opportunity for you to like grab on. It is moving fairly swiftly, but like that might be the safest play at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I can't go. I literally cannot go anywhere without getting hit by one of these
Mhm.
fine individuals. So that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. It will provoke from two of them to dive in the water. Or one of them, I guess.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought hornets don't like water.
Yeah, but
But you move
leaving
out of their
the square
zone.
you're in to get into the water.
Oh,
Yeah. That's still, I think, the right
am
move.
I in their square? I guess.
Yes.
I am.
They're
Yeah.
threatened square,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, it's what I'm going to.
It's one attack instead of 6. So
Yes, I'm gonna kind of, go in that
Okay.
direction-ish because I don't want to go close to this dude.
Yeah.
So like, blip.
yeah, so like the water is moving fast enough that it will wash you like straight down to the island.
Cool.
And
That was the play.
The attack does hit you. It gets you with its stinger. So that's 8 piercing and 7 necrotic, and I need a con save.
Okay, what did it get?
I
guess
26
passed
to hit.
Oh yes, that absolutely hits me.
He was making it easy on him.
14 on the con save.
You're good. Dimitri.
I will. They do not like these waters. Am I close enough? No. Dang. All right. I'm gonna run across.
Is this the plan? Everyone is running across?
The spear said so, and the dinosaur
Well,
screamed
that's
at
fine.
us.
I can end. I mean, we can just like break.
Well,
down from
the
there.
only thing I was gonna do, I was gonna throw the disc or my shield with a rope attached to it at NX to make sure.
Oh,
that
sure.
he had
Yeah,
anything to,
life
like,
raft. That's
Oh, a life raft!
cool.
That's
Yeah, I was gonna-
amazing!
a buoy of a sort.
Sure,
I was
yeah.
going to make sure that he was able to connect to.
Mhm.
So that was one thing I was gonna accept for.
So
But
you do
otherwise-
that. You all manage to get across to this like clover field. Notably, the bees, these giant murder hornets, start to like cross as well. 3 of them get to this clover field, and you watch as thousands of bumblebees emerge from the clover and these hives, and just they're regular sized bumblebees, but there are so many of them that they just like surround these hornets and just start vibrating. And as they do so, this is a real thing that honeybees do. As they do so, it heats up these hornets' internal body temperatures enough that these hornets just like fall from the sky dead.
We saw shadows do that to the carnies.
Did you?
Well,
That
no,
entire
they-
fight was
oh.
about.
They sucked the life force out of
Yeah,
people.
that
Yes,
was
I
the
know.
They did.
and it would have been a real cool spot to leave this week on In the Red, except
But-
it ruined it.
No, and something miraculous is about to happen.
Oh, that wasn't miraculous enough. Okay.
Oh, yes, yes.
That was my intention. Was that was going to be the miraculous thing?
Oh,
but-
fantastic! Yes, yes. I just wanted to make. Yeah, I needed to interject in case we weren't going to be able to get it in again.
I mean, yeah. If you want more miraculous, I guess.
There's honey and mead.
I mean, there's bees,
There's
bumblebees.
is
Bees.
hey, do the Mackers?
The bees aren't
miraculous
attacking
thing
us.
Is that
Yes,
there's
the
not
bees
a
aren't
meat?
attacking.
It's a meatery here and not a meatery
Right.
here.
Um,
That's that'd be way
you,
more.
you guys
I just
continue.
love that you thought a butcher was a
Yeah.
meatery.
You guys continue to head south toward where this meatery is on your map. And you see it's in the shape of like a beehive. Just kind of like
That's
half
adorable.
emerging from the ground. It's like the top half of a beehive. It's clearly manufactured and made of like dirt and clay. But as you get to the top of it, there's this like spindly staircase down to the bottom of this like it's like a flat kind of landing with doors on all four sides. And that is where we will pick up next week on In the Red. Thanks so much for hanging out tonight, this Tuesday night. Thanks for playing. Join us next week to see what happens with the once was meatery.
The meatery.
Not to be confused with a meatery. We will be here at 7:30 Central Standard Time next Tuesday for the next episode of In the Red. Join us next Monday as we continue our adventures through Adventures League with Storm King's Thunder, Season 5 of Adventures League. We will have our regular Monday night crew for that. That'll be 6:30 Central Standard Time. Hopefully it won't drag out as long as last night did because of abilities of monsters. Other than that, check us out on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Additionally, you can check us out on Patreon, where you can give these folks $3 a month and a penny every month. Otherwise, you can join up at the $15 a month tier and have your own NPC or shrine or phase spirit. Oh, I know what the miraculous thing is. As you get to the bottom, you see this giant 15-foot statue of Big Mar, finger guns pointing.
And it spits out mead.
No, actually. You notice as you get to the bottom, you start to hear these hornets again. Clearly the bumblebees have done the best they can, but they're only small bumblebees. These giant hornets clear the lip of this meatery, I guess. And as you watch, the finger guns of Big Mar blast water, jets of water, as you realize that these this defense system to defend this meatery against murder hornets is equipped with several decanters of endless water that blast murder hornets out of the sky. And that is where we will pick up next week on In the Red. Thank you guys so much. I already did all the spiel. Check us out on the
Patreon.
thing, all the things. And until next time, have fun, play safe, play with friends, and as always, roll together. Thanks, folks.
Bye.